The Murdoch Teko National Stadium has certainly been set alight with some wonderful sprint athletics. We've seen the men's and women's 100-meter finals, but now to the women's 10,000-meter final. The athletes will go in the final. Naibo, former marathon champion, Dakuman, multiple medalist at the SEA Games, Ling Rancha of Cambodia, Kin Se, silver medalist last time out from Myanmar, Alasko of Philippines, Sophia of Cambodia, Zhuang of Singapore, Vanessa Lee Ying Zhuang, Nguyen of Vietnam, Myanmar's Ai Tan, Xuan Arrojo of Timor-Leste, national record holder at just 21. How much energy does Nguyen Duan have left in her tank after 3 gold medal performances already? 12 athletes lining up. And away they go in the women's 10,000-meter final. And immediately to the front is the Vietnamese star Nguyen, the 27-year-old. She enjoys running from the front. And she's somebody who has blistering pace come the back end. So the competitors around her will know all too well that they are going to need to be well in front of her if they are to stand any chance of beating her in this race, unless she's not quite feeling it. And this is certainly one of the events where if you're not quite feeling right, you may not be able to even medal. We've seen that on so many occasions down the years. A reminder, though, that it's 31 degrees Celsius in the stadium, a real feel of around 37. The humidity at 74%. Wind speed is fairly comfortable, 5 kilometers per hour. And in the early moments, it is Nguyen of Vietnam who leads the way, looking for her 4th individual gold medal of these games, over a dozen gold medals in her SEA Games career. Alongside her, Alasko of Philippines. And just tucked in behind, Ling Rachna of Cambodia in the early stages. Coming up towards the first lap of 25. Going in lane 1, Naibo, the marathon champion at these games. One managed to win the marathon over the weekend at Angkor Wat, magnificent complex of Angkor Wat. But Naibo, a very capable and confident runner over this distance as well, the bronze medalist in 2019. The 31-year-old is a master of tactics as well when it comes to racing the longer distances. So the pace is being set at a little higher than some might have expected in this final. And that's why you see the athletes stringing out. If you see them bunched up and running side by side, then the pace is not particularly fast, and it's slowing down just a little now. But they've already started to lose athletes off the back. So your pacing strategy is so important when it comes to running track and field. Nguyen still leading the way through 2 laps. What you ideally want to do is to run what they call even splits, where you run a relatively even pace throughout most of the race per lap, and then there's a slight increase in speed, usually over the last 800 to 1,000 meters, and with a burst of pace in the final 100 or so. Some call it a bit of a sit and kick strategy, but it's not really the case. Running even splitting throughout the bulk of the running. Nguyen still leading from Naibo. Cambodia's Rachna is still very much in the mix, and Alasko is not allowing anybody to go. Dakuman of Laos is still tucked into the leading pack, and she's certainly capable of medaling. And somebody who has medaled at the SEA Games previously. and for a while led in the 5,000 meter final. Hai Tan of Myanmar, who runs every distance from 400 meters to 10,000 meters on the track. He's still in the leading group as well. But what a race in prospect. What a finish in prospect if Nguyen is feeling it. She's up to her very best. There is nobody in the field that can catch her. And it'll come down to the tactics to see if Nybo can put herself into a decent position to try to challenge for the gold. She's one of the few who'd be capable of running that kind of race. Among them, Kin Marcel, the silver medalist from Vietnam. Or from Myanmar, who claimed silver in Vietnam last time out. 2 laps to go. We're down to the final 800 meters. Is somebody going to start to put the pedal down? A little glance over the shoulder from Pham. Maybe an indication that she recognizes Nguyen might very well go sometime soon. Nybo has got to recognize that Nguyen has that ability, that kick. Nybo, on this occasion, just looks to speed up the inside as all 3 runners pick up pace, but it's only Pham who goes for some water. Not to rehydrate, but simply to splash over her face as Nguyen now hits the front. And this is what we expected to see from Nguyen, but can anybody go with her? Nguyen making this statement here and opening up a gap of a few meters with 500 meters to go now in this women's 10,000 meter final. Nguyen is showing her exceptional ability. She is an extraordinary athlete, and she is just leaving everyone else behind. Nybo has no energy to increase her tempo, her rate. She tried, but as Nguyen takes the bell, she is leading by a good number of meters, and she is going to roar to victory. This is utterly remarkable. Nybo, just no answer. The marathoner who's got plenty of energy, but lacked the speed. And then Pham Te Hong Le, the defending champion, knowing the ability of her teammate, unable to go with her at all. Over 25 meters the lead now as she comes round to the second bend. 200 meters to go in this race. And Nguyen Thi Oanh of Vietnam still leading the way. Coming round the bend, she passes Halasco and into the final straight. An absolutely remarkable athlete who has done the unthinkable. She's already won gold in the 1,500 meters, the 5,000 meters, and the 3,000 meter steeplechase here in Cambodia 2023, as she wins the women's 10,000 meters as well. That is just an astonishing athlete doing the extraordinary. Second is the defending champion, Pham Te Hong Le, who comes home second as Vietnam make it a 1-2. And third over the line is the marathon champion, Nybo. And the 3 shared more than just a moment out on. And there's a genuine embrace between them. This race far from over. But when Nguyen broke, the race was absolutely over. She just needed to keep herself with the front runners until the final few laps, and she did exactly that. With 1.5 laps to go, she made her move, and nobody could keep pace with her. Some athletes still have a couple of laps to go. Nguyen just placing the Vietnamese flag where she can grab it momentarily. but a little bit of water required at the end of it. It's Gang now of Philippines coming up to take the bell for her final lap. Silver medalist behind this woman, Nguyen. In the 3,000 meter steeplechase was Gang now of Philippines. And two marathoners embrace. Alasko, 2019 SEA Games marathon champion, and the current marathon champion, sharing a warm moment. Lotgao in Tangkuman, bronze medalist back in 2013, and also a bronze medalist in the 1,500 meters in 2017, comes across the finish line for Laos. Still a couple of laps to go for Ling Rachna of Cambodia. And the celebrations have already begun for Vietnam. Pham Thi Hong Le has a silver medal. Odek Delvina Naibo has the bronze medal. Utterly sensational from Nguyen of Vietnam, who claims the gold, 35:11:53 ahead of Pham, 35:21, but further success for Vietnam with a 1-2 finish. Naibo of Indonesia finishes in bronze medal position, and Ai Tan, who celebrates her 39th birthday tomorrow, just misses out on a podium place. Marathoner Halasko finishes 5th overall. In Turkmen of Laos, 6th. Vanessa Lee Ying Zhuang finishes 7th for Singapore, and young Angela Arosho finishing 8th.